or I gave the go-ahead to get it canceled because I was working with a coworker of mine last night. And it was a mistake. It was a mistake. Someone had to go to another hotel because we canceled their reservation because it was a mix-up. And I was already feeling that bad that day because I'd already had another situation that I dealt with. And all night long, because when I make a mistake, I can't get over it, and I literally stress myself, even a little, sitting there, literally beating myself up about it in my mind and thinking, how could I let this happen? I can't really answer the question of how I allowed it to happen, which I didn't allow it to happen. It just happened, and I can't say that if I went back, would I've done it differently, or because you would have had to have been there, obviously, or maybe you would have had to have been me, whatever. But I think the point is, like, no matter how many times, if I would have gotten a chance to go back, I think I would have done it the same over and over and over again. And the reason why is because God allowed this to happen. And the reason why is because it was to bring him glory. And I know that doesn't sound right, but I've dealt with this time and time again. And as I was praying last night, I could just feel God speaking to me, telling me, and bring me back to the message that this will bring me glory. Because when we make mistakes, this is where we're not perfect. This is where we're human, and because we're human, we're going to make mistakes. But this is also an opportunity to be the gateway to the glory of God. This right here, it draws us closer to him, because it helps us realize we need more of him, and that's what we were built for. We were built for God's glory. We were built for his spirit. We were built for longing to receive more and more of his spirit. We were built so that God would receive the glory through us. And so this opportunity and this mistake that I made was a gateway to God's glory even more in my life. This was to come to the conclusion that I'm going to make mistakes, and we are all going to make mistakes, but we don't beat ourselves up over it. We look at it and we say, okay, Lord, I need more of you, because obviously I can't do this on my own. And then we ask for more of his spirit. We ask for more of his direction. And what does that do? It increases Jesus in our lives. And that's the point of this story right here. He believed in Jesus, because otherwise Jesus wouldn't have came to him and said, receive your sight. Go and wash in the pool of Siloam, and you will receive your sight. The man had to believe first, and he did. He did believe. That's where it started with me last night. I had to believe that God was going to help me to overcome this, but also for the increase in my life. I had to believe that God was going to increase in my life so that next time he would direct me in I'd say more of the same task, to where I wouldn't make that decision or that mistake again. And I'd be more alert, but it'd be about God's spirit directing me in my job even more than he already was, because he was, but he allowed this to happen. When he allows things to happen, it's a gateway for his glory. It's a gateway for his direction, for more of his spirit in our lives, guys. We've got to long for Jesus. more and more every day. That's what he wants. He wants to be in your life as much as you will allow him. And every day we can increase on this. Every day we can increase on this. So, are we allowing him in what we watch? Are we allowing him in what we read? Are we allowing him in what we listen to? We are called to increase Jesus into our lives every single day. More and more and more. Because I know that there can be too much of a good thing, but not with Jesus. There can never be too much of a good thing. So don't allow your mistakes to beat you up and keep you down or keep you broken. Let those mistakes be a gateway to the glory of God. Just call out for more of him. Just say, I made a mistake. And I know I have. But God obviously allowed this so that his glory would shine. So that he would allow me to ask him for more direction in my life from his Spirit, or more of his Spirit. So that more of his glory would shine through my life. And people would see that. So that he would direct me more so I would make even less mistakes. Every mistake we make is a gateway to God's glory. Don't ever forget that, guys. Again, take it as an opportunity to ask for more increase of Jesus Christ in your life. And with that said, as I'm sitting here today, do you know him? Do you know the one that died on the cross for you 2,000 years ago? Or over 2,000 years ago? Do you know the one that is longing to be with you? Longing to have a relationship with you? Longing to know you more than you've ever realized? Longing to be the one to be your strength, to be your peace, to be your joy? To be the truth and the only truth that you'll ever stand on again? To be the solid rock of foundation so that when you fall, you're still standing. You're hit, but you're not knocked down. If you don't know him, then here's an opportunity. I'm going to pray a prayer and just repeat after me so that you may come to know the one who died on the cross for you, the Savior that you need to be saved from hell, to be saved from sin, to be forgiven. Father, I know that I've sinned against you. And I know that I'm broken and in complete need of you. And I know that on the third day, you raised your Son from the dead. Jesus, I accept you into my heart.